Hello, everyone. My name is Adiola, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This series is designed to elicit feedback from data enthusiasts on using substring and the parsename functions in for data cleaning in SQL. All right, so without wasting much time, I'll be demonstrating the functionalities of substrings and parsename using the data sets from Nashville housing, and this dataset can be gotten from Cargo website. Without wasting much time, let's dive into the query. All right, so the name of the table in this dataset is split. So first and foremost, let's return all the columns in the dataset. Right, so I'm particularly interested in the property address, and so we want to demonstrate how to split the column property address into two or more columns. Okay, so I'll be calling on the property address name instead of selecting all. So all right, the next thing for me to do is to return the split I want it to appear. Okay, so so if you look at the property address, you could see that we have two commas. We have a delimiter comma separating the two sides of the address. And so what we aim to do is to use the substring function to split the column into two halves, into two columns. All right, so using substring. Okay, so let's select again, select property. So I could come here and copy that, so I don't have to repeat the process. Select, okay, from split. All right, so what do I want to return? I want to return the first half of the column, and so I'll be using the substring function. The substring function, if you take your mouse to the function, you can see the syntax. So it returns, you put in the expression, the starting point, and the length. All right, so the expression I want to split is the property address column. All right, and I'm starting from the first, first string in the column, and I'm returning the length of the string. And so how do I get the position of the string? I'll be using the function called char index. Okay, char index is used to return the position of a string in a particular substring. All right, so in this case, I want to return the length or the position of the string in this of the string, or the delimiter. In this case, it is the comma. All right. Okay, so I want to return the position of the comma in this. Okay, so this returns the position of the comma. So let's run that and see what this gives us. All right, so we have an error. Okay, so let's close the bracket here and run it again. All right, so we can see the first part of the property address has been split, but I can still find the comma there. And so what this simply means is that let's quickly look at what the char index returns. Let's just quickly look at what the char index return? It returns the position of the comma. All right, so if you look at this outcome, the output is saying that the comma is on the position 19. So that's exactly what the char index is doing in this, query. Okay, and so this has given us the first part of the column, and so let's alias it as address split. Okay, but if you look at the outcome closely, we can still find the comma, but we don't want a comma in our result. So you can come to the char index and remove the last string, and that can be done by using the minus sign, minus count of 1. Okay, so let's run this again and see what that returns to us. All right, so looking closely, the comma is no longer there. Okay, so let's try to get the second column. All right, so I'm going to copy everything again without wasting much time. Control C and Control paste. Okay, now the starting position in the first instance was 1, but in this case our starting position would be at the position of the first comma. Okay, so I'm going to adjust this function. Now let's see what this returns. Let's quickly have a glimpse of what this will return before we continue. All right, let's see. Oh, all right, so let's look through properly. All right, okay, so we're going to include the length, the entire length. So this function is going to count from the comma. Now we're taking after the comma, so it's not going to be -1, it's going to be +1. All right, comma, length, the entire length of our column, which is a property column, property address column. Okay, all right, so let's give this a try and see if this works. Okay, something is missing. Okay, there's a comma here, and so let's take that off. All right, so let's alias it as address city. Okay, all right, so if you look at the output of this query, this has been able to give us a split of the property address column, and so we have a 2-column derivation from the first column. All right, so let's explore the use of the parsename. The parsename is also an SQL function that can be used to split columns into 2 or more different columns. Personally, I like the use of the parsename because the code is straightforward, it is easy and not cumbersome. The parsename function is basically used to separate columns with the delimiter period. In this case, we have the delimiter in this particular column we are trying to separate is comma. And so the first thing we'll try to do is to replace the delimiter comma to full stop. And so let's see how that can be done. All right, again, let's select property address and just copy that and paste. Okay. From split. Okay. Okay, so let's return the outputs again and see. Okay, so we can start off by using the pass. I said the pass statement, the pass name statement is used to return strings that are separated by period, not full stop. Okay, so how does this work? So we have the pass name, the column name. Okay, so the strings to return. So we want, so let's put the column name, comma, the position of the string we are we want to return. So let's use one for instance. Okay, and let's see what this returns for us. Okay, so this simply returned the same thing, okay, as the property address. If you recall, I said pass name is used to return or to split strings with period delimiters, not comma delimiters. So the first thing we'll try to do in this case is to replace all the comma to full stop, all right? Okay, so how do we go about that? So I'll be using the function replace. Okay, and so the function replace, the syntax is you get the string, okay, the the um, the, the string, you get the name of the column name. Okay, replace column name, the string you want, the delimiter you want it to replace, okay, and the period you are putting. Okay, so that's the function replace the column name, comma, the delimiter you want it to replace, and the original delimiter and the replacement delimiter, which is the full stop. All right, so you close the bracket and you go back to your pass name function, string, comma, the position. Okay, so let's see what this returns. All right, so looking at this, this returned the second part of the address. Okay, okay, so but if we reverse this, the numbering, let's say 2, this should return the first part. Great. All right, so let's alias this as address splits. Okay, let's repeat the same uh, query for the other parts. Okay, and this time we'll put 1 and remove this comma. Okay, let's run this. Awesome, awesome. All right, so this substring and the pass name I've been able to use these two functions to return to split the property address into 2 different columns. Okay, and my observation is that the more the number of delimiters in your column, the trickier it becomes to use substrings. For me, I particularly enjoyed using the pass name to split my columns. All right, and so that's the um, function, substring function, the pass name function, and then remark the substring function gets cumbersome, just like I said, and gets tricky as the number of delimiters increases above 2. I advise that we try out other columns in the example we just treated and give me feedbacks on your experience. I would like to see comments on which of these 2 functions do we prefer in carrying out our data cleaning. All right, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, and share. Bye.